In this learning objective, we're going to continue to talk about sinusoidal graphs, and now we're going to look at a different part. All right, so in this learning objective, we're going to talk about what happens with that a value at the front if I multiply by a in front of my sine graph. All right, we can also add in the midline, so we have these are kind of the full sinusoidal functions we have so far. All right, so if we have these graphs, we have sine of x is in red, 2 sine of x is in blue, 3 sine of x is in green, and then negative sine of x is in black. All right, so what do we notice if we just look at these? All that's changing in these ones is that a value, that number that we're multiplying by at the start of our sine function. And hopefully you can see the thing as if we kind of focus on the waves, you can see the normal sine function has this as a wave. Then I make it a 2. Now the wave is suddenly taller. Make it a 3. The wave is taller. So it's changing how tall the waves are. What does the negative sign do? The negative sign just flips it and make the waves go the opposite direction. All right, so this is what's going to end up happening when I change this value at the front. It just changes how the waves look. All right, and the fancy word for this, the word we're going to use is amplitude. So amplitude is the height of the wave. And as we start moving these around, it's going to be the height from the midline. All right, so it's not the full height from the bottom to the top. It's the height from the middle to the top, or middle to the bottom, either one. All right, so to determine the amplitude of this graph. So the first thing I would do is figure out where the midline is. All right, here, midline we know how to do. We find the average of the top and bottom, and we get 0. So this one, the midline is actually right in the middle of the graph. Y equals 0. And the amplitude is the height of the wave from the midline to the top or the midline to the bottom. So either one of these is the amplitude, and if we count, that's just 4. All right, so the amplitude of this sinusoidal function is 4. All right, what about the midline of this one? Or sorry, not the midline, the amplitude of this one. The first thing we do is find the midline, and the midline of this one is going to be -3. And the amplitude is the height from the middle to the top or the middle to the bottom. And here our amplitude is just 1. All right, determine the amplitude of this one. Again, they're all the same. Find the midline first. All right, the average of -1 and -5 is -3. All right, so our midline is going to go here. Amplitude is the height in either direction. The amplitude here is 2. All right, so here's one for you to try on your own. Find the amplitude of this sinusoidal function. And the answer you should get is 3. So the midline ends up being 2, and if you go in 3 in either direction, you get to one of the extremes of your wave. All right, so for this learning objective, you're going to do more problems on Delta Math. You're going to do 10 of them, but as you can see, this video is really short. It's a kind of a short process of figuring out how tall the waves are. I find the amplitude of 10 sinusoidal graphs.